Hello everybody, it's Emery48 here and welcome back to another Marvel Monday. Today we are going over Daredevil Season 1. Now I'm going through the shows and movies, I think there were movies, that were originally released on Netflix and have finally made the move over to Disney Plus a little bit ago. And the first one that it was recommended to me to watch, which was supposedly the best one, is Daredevil. And so far, it's really dang good. It's definitely, if this is the best one from Netflix, I can understand why. We start with episode 1, Into the Ring. It's got incredible action right off the beginning of the show, pretty much. Great down to the ground fighting. It's very grungy, it's very dark, it's very fierce, really. It's not nice fighting. I feel like a lot of times in superhero movies you get big, bulky, punchy, over, like, because of the superpowers, it's a little over exaggerated. This is much more just like getting at it. It's a cool lawyer show too. It's got a good story, good plot lines. That's really cool. Main characters, the trio of the law firm, are pretty cool. I like them all so far. And it's in a very interesting group of villains. The Russians, the Chinese, the big white dude, who I don't think was in episode 1, but since I watched She-Hulk, I know he exists, and his name is Kingpin. But I haven't figured that out yet in the show. And Wesley is a really cool character. Episode 2, Cop Man. Incredible fight scene. It's probably one of the best fight scenes in any movie. Period. Marvel. Whatever. Shows. Movies. Cinema. Very good fight scene. Really liked how it was shot. People going in and out of frame. Really cool. The actress from Ahsoka is in Daredevil. That took me a second. As soon as I heard her voice, I was like, I know who this is. Or I know this voice. Why do I know this voice? I don't recognize you as a person. And then after a few more lines that she spoke, I realized that's Ahsoka. So that's cool. A very intriguing continuation of the story throughout. Not a lot of law in this episode. I don't know if there's actually supposed to be much of a focus on law, but episode 2 was not very law. Episode 3, Rabbit in a Snowstorm, which is the name of the... It only just dawned on me that that's the name of the painting that he bought. The fights with Daredevil are always in such dark and dingy areas. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think it's really cool. It's really terrifying. But that's just a thing that seems to always happen. A very intriguing intro to the episode. You don't see a guy get killed with a bowling ball very often. It feels like a mafia film, mafia show. The way people die. It's very gruesome. Very cool. And an incredible episode of Law with a absolutely horrifying ending. The fact that he is that scared of Mr. Fisk that he stabs himself in the eye with the protruding fence thing is terrifying. Episode 4, In the Blood. Investigative journalism at its finest. And thrilling action. Again, no law. It seems like every other we get law. Fisk is fierce and horrifying. Again, another mafia-esque killing. A car door. And a bit over the top, if I'm honest. Episode 5, World on Fire. Matt has Peter Parker-style Riz. As soon as the girl falls for him, he tells her she shouldn't. Brilliant. Can't wait to see how that love life goes down the line. More incredible action going into that taxi place was a really cool scene. Not as cool of a fight scene, because it didn't feel fighty, because you didn't see a lot of it. But that's what made it kind of terrifying, because he kind of feels like a villain when he's fighting people. But then you remember what other people have done and why he's doing it. But then you kind of think that's how Fisk is thinking as well. So who's really right here? I mean, it's Daredevil, but when he's using the same reasoning as Fisk, it's not the best. Maybe Claire had a point. Some interesting law in the episode, but definitely not a focus. Matt getting caught by the cops would most definitely be deadly. And it ends on a great cliffhanger. And episode 6, Condemned, solves that cliffhanger right off the beginning and has him freed. Now, I have not watched all of episode 6. I got to the credit and had to go. So I only watched that first scene. So that's where I'm going to leave off this video. Next week, I will continue my journey into Daredevil, but so far, really enjoying it. I will give my review and my placement of Daredevil in Marvel shows after I have completed season 1. And after I complete every season, I'll update that ranking. Let me know your thoughts on Daredevil down in the comments below. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.